Okay, so first definition I'm going to introduce you to is a fractile. So fractiles are numbers that divide an ordered data set, so ordered from least to greatest, into equal parts. So the fractiles we're interested in are the 5-number summary. So the 5-number summary, what is this? It's 5 numbers that divide us up. We got the 0th, we've got the 25th, we've got the 50%, we've got the 75th, and we've got the 100th. Okay? So we're dividing it up into equal parts. What do we call the 5-number summary? This is Q0, otherwise, and then this is Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Other names for these, Q0, this is the minimum value, okay, the smallest value possible, all right? Q1 is just what it is. Q2 has another name, the median. It's the data point that's right in the middle, okay? Q3, it's just what it is. And then Q4, this is the max. That's the maximum, the biggest one, okay? So let's talk about percentiles. Percentile of X. This is equal to the number of data entries that are less than X over the total number of data entries, period, okay? Multiplied by 100. Now some textbooks, they do less than or equal to, that way you can get to that 100th percentile there. If you don't, then you can't really ever get to that 100th percentile, right? So what the idea is after you do this to help you get there is then round to the nearest whole number, okay? So you're going to round to the nearest whole number. So you're never going to have the 0.2 percentile. So the 0th percentile, okay, 25th percentile, the 50th percentile, 75th percentile, and 100th percentile. So how do I interpret this? Right? So how I interpret this is that if I'm in the 25th percentile here, that means that, say like you're taking the SAT and you score in the 25th percentile. That means that you scored in the 25th percentile, meaning that you beat 25%. You scored better than 25% of the people who took the test, okay? But that also means that 75% of the people who took the test scored better than you did, right? Say you scored in the 75th percentile. What does that mean? That means that your score was better than 75% of the people who took the test, but there was still 25% of the population that was better than your score, okay? That's what the percentile tells you. It tells you the percent of the data points that are less than the value of what you were at, okay? So to show you an example of the 5-number summary, how we find this, let's take an example of fuel wasted due to traffic congestion each year. So just sitting on the freeway, you're burning gas, running your air conditioner, whatever. It's fuel is getting wasted every year. We want to find the 5-number summary. So that means we want to find the min, the max, the median, and then Q1 and Q3 in this order, okay? Why in this order? I want to get the easy stuff first, okay? All right, so get the easy numbers first, and it will make sense in a little bit. But the first thing you have to do, okay? First thing you have to do is order, right? Order from least to greatest. Got to do that first before you do anything else. Otherwise, this won't work, okay? So let's order it from least to greatest. So what's the smallest number here? I scan through here. It looks like 11 is the smallest, so I'll mark it out here. That's a good technique so you don't repeat numbers, is to mark through them when you use them. The next one is 20. Okay, looks like the next one is 22. And then 23. And then 24. And then 25. Oh, there's another 25. There's another 25. Okay, see why it's important to mark through them so you know that you got them all. So 28, 29, another 29, a 30, 33, 35, and then last 35. So it looks like we got them all now. So those are my numbers. So get them in this order that we're talking about here. So the first one is the minimum. We can write that out. That's the minimum. Okay, got it. Minimum's 11. Next one is the max. The max, this is the biggest one. That's 35. Okay, then we do the median. Well, how in the world do we do the median? Okay, remember the median is in the middle. So I go and I look and I see, okay, this number looks pretty close to the middle. Let's see how close we are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here. So what does that tell me? That tells me that there's the same number on both sides, so that means that 25 is the median. So this is the median. Now, the median is the 50th percentile, meaning 50% of the data is below, okay? 50% of the data is above, all right? The minimum, 0% of the data is below, 100% is above. The max, 100%, or almost 100% is below, and then nothing's above it, right? Okay, so how do we figure out Q1? Remember, Q1 is 25% less than it, or that's the 25th percentile, right? And 75% greater. So what do we need to do? We need to look at the numbers that are on the left side of the median. So we don't include the median here when we're looking at our numbers, okay? So what number looks like it's in the dead center here? Well, it looks like 23 is, but how do we know? Well, there's 1, 2, 3 over here and 1, 2, 3 over there. So it looks like 23 is our Q1, okay? And then over here, if I look at these numbers, what's in the middle? Well, it looks like 30 is. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. All right, so yeah, 30 is in the middle over here. So 30 is my Q3. That's the 75th percentile right there. Okay? So the 5-number summary, what they're looking for is they want you to write out min equals blank. Q1 equals blank. Median, which is also known as Q2, okay, and that's Q0. This is equal to blank. Okay. Q3 equals blank, and max equals blank, and that's Q4. So what are my numbers? I put 11 here, 23 here, 25 here, 30 here, and 35 right there. Okay, so how could I interpret this? Maybe I can say, like in my interpretation, I could say like about 75% of the population wastes 30 gallons of gas or fuel or less. Okay? So they either waste 30 or less, 75% of people. Okay? Now, say like this strategy of finding this is a little bit challenging. Look, I just try to give you the easiest ways first. All right. So my easiest way of thinking about it is find the min, find the max, and then get what's in the middle. And once you get the middle here, then you find the middle here and then the middle there. Okay. And that's it. Right. But if you're more of a formula person, you can use formulas, right? So the min and the max, those are pretty self-explanatory. The formula for the median, okay? The formula for the median is n plus 1 over 2, right? So n plus 1 over 2. Well, in here, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that would be 16 over 2, which is 8. So you go to position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 8th position, okay? To get Q1, you do n plus 1 divided by 4, okay? So that would be 16 divided by 4, which is 4. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th position, okay? To get Q3, you do n plus 1 in parentheses and multiply by 3/4, which is 75% if you think about it for a second, okay? And so when you do that, you're going to get 12. So that's the 12th position right there, okay? So that's the idea there on if you're looking for a formula and you didn't, want to line them up. You'd still have to line them up to figure out the 12th position. But hopefully, giving you more than one way kind of gets you a better idea of what to do there. All right. Now, just to recall, okay, so just to recall, make sure we're on the same page here. Remember what to do if you don't have, if it's acting kind of funky on you and you don't have like a real median. So like say you had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like if n is even here, how do you get the median, right? There's no middle number because 3, there's only 2 over here and 3 over there, right? But then if you pick 4, there's 3 over there and 2 over there. So the median is the average of the two. So here n was equal to 6 because there's 6 numbers. So you get the n plus 1 over 2. Well, that'd be 7 over 2, right? Which gives you 3.5. There's no 3.5 position, but if you look between the 3rd and the 4th position, right, it's the average of these two, right? So that would get you the 3.5 there, okay? So just remember, if you've got some even number and it's split, you just take the average of the two in the middle. So there's 2 over there and 2 over there. All right, cool.